Sammy Watkins, an article came out. Have you seen this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so he believes in reincarnation heavily, and he believes that spirits latch onto your soul in different points in your life just to experience the physical being, and then they bounce and go. And he has the ability to decipher the evil spirits that show up, and he can guard them off so bad things don't happen to him. And he thinks sometimes whenever the evil spirits come and he guards them off, they go to somebody else, which is bad, because with good comes the bad. He took a deep dive in a Bleacher Report article down there in New Orleans talking about his beliefs and all this stuff. I mean, this guy is a very deep man who has a lot of thoughts, and I can't fathom having all that going on in your head and being able to figure out how to fucking play football. And he's been able to do this. He's been able to fight off spirits. He's been able to pick and choose which spirits are good and bad, and learn Andy Reid's offense, which is a very tough offense to learn. Sammy Watkins might become the beautiful mind in the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, it sounds like he may be the smartest guy on the planet. How do you decipher between good and evil spirits, and when do you know? Like, do you know as they present themselves, or do it take some time to vet them?
The eyes are the windows to the soul, my friend. So whenever that spirit shows up, you look at them in the eyes, or her in the eyes, and you can see if they're good or not. You say, hey, lady, get the hell out of here. Or, hey, you can come to the Super Bowl with me if you want.
It's really pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are also calling him guy and man. He could be a dog. He might be a dinosaur. You know, you don't know.
He did say that you never know who you are, what your spirit actually is. Mm-hmm. My spirit, for instance, probably an American bald eagle that had passed away, came into a human, and now it's living its physical human life. It's using my body as a carrier of its soul and spirit. Sammy Watkins said he potentially fucking dinosaur. We don't know. Do we know if he's a triceratops? We will never know. We will honestly never know. But Sammy doesn't know either. He said it could be anything. He just has to ward off the spirits. And hey, if this helps you get by day to day, and this helps you enjoy your life, I'm all about it. Do whatever you got to do, pal. But it seems exhausting.
It does seem exhausting. But I'm curious to know, can you cultivate enough of this to where when a bad spirit comes your way, I can direct it towards somebody else? Like, not just get away from me, but I want to point it right at somebody that I want.
I don't think you can catch it and throw it. You can just deflect it. He said in the article, he wins the Super Bowl and then his uncle passes away, who was very close to him, had no prior illnesses. They don't know why he died. He's afraid that he potentially got one of the evil spirits that decided to turn him off after he warned him away during the Super Bowl.
I mean, that is exhausting. I'm glad that I cannot communicate with these spirits, good or evil, because it does seem like a big responsibility that I just don't want right now.
Think about those mediums, that Long Island lady. She's just walking around all the time, and these fucking dead people are just popping in like,
yeah,
hey,
she's totally legit.
Whoopi?
Is that her name?
No, Whoopi Goldberg was one.
What's that?
The movie Ghost?
Goldberg.
Yeah, she was a medium.
Whoopi Goldberg's a medium?
Yes.
Oh, you never seen Ghost?
Nah.
Patrick Swayze.
The pottery scene where the guys, Patrick Swayze's behind, and they're like,
he's feeling her up and groping her while they're doing it.
yeah, they're
What?
It's a horrible vase they're
What are
making.
you guys talking about?
Making pots.
Yeah.
I'll pull up the scene.
Anyways, Sammy Watkins is going through some shit. And if this helps him get by day to day, I mean, by the way, maybe he's not going through some shit. Maybe we just aren't at the level that he's at. But I couldn't imagine being tasked with the duty of warding off spirits that are potentially coming to attack my body. I just couldn't imagine having to do it.
While you're playing a Super Bowl, nonetheless. I mean, come on. Give the guy a break.
Big play in a Super Bowl, by the way, for Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
Big comeback. He started dominating there late in the season. And he's first-round draft pick, obviously very fast. But, I mean, that'd be a lot to just be like, yeah, bad one, good one. Let me keep that one. Come on in.
Richard Sherman.
You can stay out of here.
Did they ask him about, like, the coronavirus? Like, does he have any insight on when this thing might open up a little bit?
This was a week after the Super Bowl, so I think this was potentially prior to coronavirus. But
he knew about it. He obviously already knew about it.
I don't know if he can tell the future. I think he can just, figures out spirits. But I would like to talk to Sammy Watkins about said spirits that are potentially bouncing around my fucking ass, because what a incredible, legendary, ridiculous group of spirits that's bouncing around.
When something like this comes out, are teams, do you think, like, what the fuck is going on with this guy?
Look for him to sign only at places that know him, and like places that have already worked with him. Because, by the way, I mean, there's people that wouldn't sign me because I tweeted. Right? I mean, that's something that if somebody doesn't fully understand something, they'd rather stay away from it as opposed to deal with it. And in the football world, any distraction can help it make it even harder to win a game because it's not easy to win a game. So it'd have to be people that have already worked with Sammy Watkins that'd be like, hey, we know him. Yeah, he does this, but he's a good worker. He does this, and he's able to manage the spirits and work. But you're 100% right that some football guy that's been around, he says he's got spirit. The only spirit I want is team spirit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that still in the football world, but it would have to be people that he's been around. I assume this is why he retired, by the way. He got sick of explaining it or dealing with it, and then he came out, and then he's going back. It's like the Sammy Watkins, every single day, I couldn't imagine the mental battles that are going on, but I'm happy he's got through depression. He's on the other side of it as a success story.
Well, what about, like, I want to read what his scouting report is. Like, when they have a scout that writes up a report on him, like, what's the prognosis? Does it mention the spirits?
Really fast. Really, really fast. The guy is really fast.
Okay.
Catches the ball very, very well. Can run good routes. Seems to be a hard worker. Also, wards off spirits. Okay, I'll just slip that one in there.
Hey, the more you can do, right?
Could be an Angels in the outfield situation where the spirit picks him up and helps him make catches.
And by the way,
So is that a PED?
No.
it'd be a PES.
Yeah.
Those aren't illegal yet.
Nope.
Oh, nobody knows
Not
anything
yet.
about performance
Sammy should probably
enhancing
stay
spirits.
quiet because they'll start testing for spirits.
If Roger Goodell finds out that Sammy Watkins, my commissioner, if he finds out that Sammy Watkins had Angels in the outfield in that fucking Super Bowl game, Roger Goodell will do what's right, which is punish him and those spirits. And that is something you can have full faith in.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Play good, pay good, live good, die good.